If you haven't already seen it, the downtown Hilton Minneapolis has been completely transformed. It's virtually unrecognizable from its original look of 25 years ago when it first opened in the fall of 1992.
Along with that transformation, Hilton Minneapolis has introduced a new restaurant and lounge called 1001 Social, named for its street location and the design which embraces interaction and engagement. And joining us right now is Chef Michael Beck. Thanks so much for coming in, Chef.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I know that I have watched through the lobby and the restaurant many a times. It is absolutely gorgeous and very interesting that you guys have a whole new menu to go along with the renovation.
Yep. So when we went through the renovation, we decided to completely change what we were doing before. We wanted to do a little bit more of a Northwoods fine dining aspect of it. So bring in ties of the local environment and the indigenous ingredients, and then kind of put a spin on it so it's a little bit nicer for some of our bigger clientele that comes in, but still approachable to anyone.
Well, and I think 25 years ago when you guys, it was first the way that it looked, we didn't have kind of the foodie city that we have today. And you've got to really compete in order to keep people eating in the restaurant. Let's talk about some of the meals that you brought.
Yep, so what we have here is our buttermilk chicken. That's not a traditional buttermilk chicken. So we're doing it more as a buttermilk chicken sauce that's roasted with a wild rice pilaf.
Beautiful.
And then the next one is our Lanza salad, which is a cured pork loin with Shepherd's Hope cheese from southern Minnesota. That's kind of a take on a prosciutto and melon.
Okay, are these leaves or lettuce? What's happening here?
That's a petite microgreen. They're carnival amaranth. So it's kind of brings a nice pop of color to it. And then for the fall, we added this new entree, which is a slow braised venison. With a cauliflower polenta and blueberry tomato sauce.
Venison, that's not something you see on the menu every day.
No, that's why we wanted to kind of bring back that whole Northwoods aspect to it.
Awesome.
I love it. And you brought with you, we're cooking up today, duck confit, which is one of my favorite things to order on a menu.
So the duck confit, a French dish, we're actually making a sweet potato and corn pancake here.
Oh, delicious.
Oops, I can't flip it.
Get it over.
There you go.
Nice. Look at that color.
In here we have sweet corn, potato, and then normal pancake ingredients.
Awesome.
Over here we have some mushrooms that have been cooked in the actual duck fat, so we have a little bit more of that flavor.
Because confit, doesn't that just mean cooked in fat, like cooked in the duck fat?
Cured and then cooked in its own fat once again.
Yum.
So it's slow, it's tender, it's braised.
Very
more
tasty.
Fat equals more flavor is generally how that goes, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Very good. So you just threw a little, is that arugula?
Yep, we have arugula in the pan. We're just going to slowly wilt that so that you still have a little bit of the crunch and pepperiness from the arugula.
Okay.
And then we are going to assemble this.
What's been the reaction from the customers as they've kind of tried this new menu?
At first, it was a little hesitant because since we're so close to Orchestra Hall, they don't really embrace change that often.
Sure.
So once they actually got a part of that, they're loving the new fall dishes. So the venison and duck confit are actually going over very well with them now.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
And of course, we've got the big Super Bowl coming up. You guys are completely booked?
That is correct. So with that, we have all of our hotel spaces booked, and we don't really know exactly who's going to be in yet.
Because the NFL just books the entire hotel.
The NFL is booking it for us, so we're going to kind of do it from there.
Well, it's nice, too, that you guys were able to get your renovation done a little bit before the Super Bowl, where I feel like a lot of other places, they're slamming, the construction's happening right now.
Yep. So we're happy about that, and ever since the construction ended, we've seen a lot more business and everyone coming in, so it's been fun.
Awesome. What did you pour around here?
So around here, we poured a cherry ginger jus. So we've taken the bones, made a sauce out of that, and then added cherry and ginger to it to make it.
Delicious. Awesome. And I'm sure you guys have some great cocktails, and I see wine over here to go along with it.
So we have a whole cocktail program that we're trying to do. So we're making scratch cocktails and all of that, trying to keep in that scene as well. And then we do have a pretty good wine program as well, and craft beers and all that.
Awesome. So you're keeping people in the restaurant versus sending them out to different restaurants.
We used to send them out to other restaurants around here, so now we're trying to bring them and keep them in.
Fantastic. And I love that the Hilton has a menu that you can't find at any other Hilton. It's just specific to Minneapolis.
So that's what we were excited about doing that as well, because it's unique to this area, and we're trying it.
Awesome.
This smells so good.
I know. The whole station really smells good right now. Chef, thanks for coming in, and congratulations. That renovation, I know, took a while, but it looks awesome now that it's done.